the last message on Malachi comes from Malachi 3:1-7. But to really get the impact of the scripture, we're going to start at the last verse of chapter 2, which is verse 17. It says, "Your constant blathering has exhausted God. Yet you ask, how have we wearied him with our prayers?" It's because you say all evildoers are good in the eyes of the Eternal One, and he delights in them? Or you ask, where is the God of justice? And now, starting chapter 3, these are the words of God, who is the commander of the heavenly armies. God says, pay attention, I'm sending my messenger, and he will clear the road ahead of me. The Lord you seek will suddenly arrive at his temple. And the messenger of God's covenant, your soul's delight, watch, he too is coming. So God declares that his anointed one will come, and that the way will be prepared for him to come. And so notice has been given here in Malachi chapter 3 of the Messiah's coming. And Malachi is saying, be ready. So now, verse 2, can anyone live through the day when he arrives? Will anyone be left standing when he appears? He is a purifying fire. He is like lye soap, like a refiner of silver. He will purify the descendants of Levi, the descendants of the priests, until they are pure, unalloyed gold and silver. They will draw near to God, presenting offerings with righteous, clean hands. Now verse 4, then the Eternal One will unequivocally accept the sweet offering of Judah and Jerusalem, as he did in the days of old, as in the former years when the covenant was new. God speaking says, then I will approach you for judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the constant sorcerers, the chronic adulterers, the habitual liars, those who continue cheating wages from their hired laborer, a widow or an orphan, and those who reject the immigrant, not fearing me, the Eternal, the commander of the heavenly armies. Because I am God, I never change. And as a result, you children of Jacob have not been destroyed through your blessing, although it may have been delayed. And now the last verse that we're talking about today, Malachi 3:7. From the days when your ancestors served me, you have turned from and ignored my statutes. Return to me, and I, the Eternal, the commander of the heavenly armies, will return to you. But you shameless people ask, how will we return? We're going to talk about this on our next video, which is the message on Jesus, a man for all seasons, out of Malachi chapter 3. Unusual that we may be talking about the Messiah here, Jesus in Malachi, but that's what Malachi has prophesied. God is speaking to Malachi, who is speaking to the people of Israel about the Messiah returning. Please watch the video on the sermon this week, and thank you for sharing the scripture from Malachi 3:1-7. God bless.